taken by some madness. Golodir has ventured into the rift. The air is thick with menace, and the stench of Thawaloch lingers.
Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays a Brawler, where today we will run the last of the skirmishes that you're able to unlock. Rescue at Nur's Khashu, and we have Cornir here, right? We have done well to make it this far, Pine Punch, but it seems that many of the evils that once dwelt here have retreated into the depths of Nur's Khashu. It may be too much to hope for our passage to remain unnoticed. What can have driven Golodir to make this dangerous journey? Has he lost all hope for the future? He has suffered so much, more than any one man should, and yet he persevered. Has he at least given in to despair? We must keep moving. More bars ahead. I fear what we may find there, alright? Golodir is not himself. Of this I am certain. Alright. He is the wisest ranger that I've ever known. What could have driven him to this place? I can't understand it. We must rescue him, even if it is from himself. Alright, let's go. You just run over there. Go. Oh. Big Femoral comes in front of you. Alright, fine. And what do you got? We have got a Deathmonger. Okay, we'll just take care of the Deathmonger first to do it. There you go. Oh. Nope. Alright, there you go. And your turn. Oh, I hate when they do that. Probably one of the more annoying mobs and skirmishes. Let's just go and give you an instantaneous... How about that? One mug blows up a Fumarole. How about that? Let's go up there. Let's activate Fumarole number 2. And defend against it. This, I'd say, the solo version of this one is a relatively easy skirmish. So I don't think I should have too much trouble with it. And we'll occasionally have one of those captains come and stun me for no reason, but outside of that... Alright, there you go. In the solo version of this, you don't have to worry about trying to get fellowship maneuvers. So that does make it a little bit easier in that regard. It's nice to be able to just stun the shepherd so he doesn't get those crawlers out. Let's see, from the altar. I'll take care of the altar later after we get through, seeing how I don't want to have to be worrying about the funeral and an encounter at the same time. Yeah. Having one hail plus the bird at the same time is like probably the easiest combo you can get with the Blood Rook. I don't know why the solo mob count is so low on this particular skirmish. But it has the lowest mob count of anyone, at least in solo. I think it is much more normalized in the other sizes. And when you consider that you don't have to worry about fellowship maneuvers in the solo version, I don't see any reason why they decided to tone this one down relative to other skirmishes. Alright, now let's see what we got down over here. Deathmonger! Another one. And we'll just take care of you. Actually, might as well. Oh, okay. Killed the Deathmonger and even started you on your road to downfall yourself. Alright. Boom, there you go. Now let's see. This way or that way? Ah, that must be the Deathmonger side. Deathmongers, come in, enter this way. That's what it is. And there's a Drake firing at me, isn't there? Yeah. A small, tiny Drake. But a Drake. Hey, he didn't have a chance to stun me. How nice. Alright, there you go. And a mass of blades. Alright. Narmbras. Interesting. Looks like I got the two encounters that somebody that when I did this skirmish with someone the other day, they said there were two that they needed. Narmbras was one, and the other one is, I believe, the other one I've got for this one. I'll see if I've got the name right. Let's see how well I can remember that. Pounce. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, boy, this... Oh, Boomy! Ah. Can you stun one of these things? Not too sure. But it did give me the... Open up the deed for starting that. Alright, that takes care of Narmbras. Now, let's take care of... the altar. Say, I come back here rather than trying to fight this and the other section at the same time. Yeah, Gormalith, which is really. I managed to get the interesting coincidence that those are the first two they got here. My luck for drawing on encounters sort of happened after the fact rather than when they actually needed them. Oh well. I didn't get either of them when I was doing it the other day with the person that really needed these encounters. There we go. Now let's use her as a punching bag. Alright, that works there. Pound. Completed. Ultimate techniques. Okay. New deed. Class deeds. Tier 7. Right. There you go. Now that I've done that, I just need to get back up that platform and through the door. And of course, resummon my soldier, since going through the door does get rid of your soldier. This way! We still have to skirt the edge of the Colosseum. Beware of the fire streams. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Let's avoid that. Whoops, a daisy. Gulliver, why have you come to this place? Speak, my friend. Stand back from the door! I have come to save you! Something's not right. What do we do? He speaks of his daughter as if she still lived. There is some great evil at work here. What's this feeling? Actually, I didn't do the quest involving his daughter, so I guess I really wouldn't know that story all that well. This force is imposing its will upon Gulliver. Oh, and here we are with this guy. Let's get rid of the immolation. It's not good being immolated. Now, I suppose I could theoretically see if I could get to him to lay the trap. But for the moment, I think I have plenty of punch, shall we say, to take care of him without resorting to traps. Yeah, plenty of punch. I think that's the perfect way of expressing that. A shroud is lifted from my eyes, but which is a dream and which is not? Lornia was. She was alive! It couldn't be. It was not too late to save her! Some part of me knew that Irabin had dominated over my mind. But even the small hope of seeing Lorniel again was hope enough. I didn't fight him. I'm ashamed. I am no ranger. You're the bravest ranger I know. Why else would Erebun seek to master your mind? He sought to deprive us of you, and at a moment when we need you the most. The Dunedain are gathering. We must ride to the aid of our Lord Aragorn. We need you. So, the time has come at last. Perhaps it will do me some good to leave Angmar behind. It will do a lot of people good to leave Angmar behind. These shadows have become too familiar. It would be best to leave them behind. Right, there you go. I shudder to think what awaited for Gullidir beyond that door. I have no idea. It could be the Balrog, because I think on this point of the timeline, a raid has come in and killed it. Oh well. Let's get out of here. As that was a relatively short skirmish, I am going to camp things off today with a mission that I haven't done yet on this character, and that's one of the Wildwood missions. Now, you would think that I would have gotten around to doing all of them at some point, but there's still a couple I haven't done yet. And soon we're going to have the release of the missions that are being associated with the angle, since there's a new area, and lately new areas tend to get 10 missions unless we're speaking of an expansion. The expansions seem to be getting a larger set to it, but the regular regions, the quest packs, they tend to get 10 missions in there. So I suspect that we are going to be seeing a few missions come out there. So probably be trying a few of those. And in fact, I suspect that when you consider that the next area, Enedwaith, is probably going to do some of the stuff at Enedwaith, or at least get through there for the epic part of it. So it's probably going to be a little while before I am ready for any particular content in that area, down in that zone in there. So I'll probably wind up doing a few missions there on occasion in order to get things on there as I go up on this character. Now let's see what I could do, at least until I get to the next viable zone for some challenging content to test out my character. Now, the first place that comes to my mind is Rohan, but trouble with Rohan is, of course, is that whole thing about mounted combat and bridles and all of that. We are going to have to check out mounted combat, of course, because brawler. So because we are going to have separate skills for that, so I'll probably wind up going to there. And so it could be that the next episode is going to be when I get to Rohan, but more likely I suspect that it'll probably be some missions, probably the Wildwood, not the Wildwood, I mean the missions related to the angle, since that's getting ready to come out. We'll have to see. I am, of course, assuming that there are going to be missions associated with the angle. As I said, lately, they've been having missions associated with all the areas. So we take care of the Overseer, and we need to go down, I think, in order, because I think there are 5 here and 5 on the other Delph. There you go. And your turn. Hello? And your turn. Yeah, because he has a few more things down here, as I thought. And that memory served me well enough on here. But anyway, it is pretty much kill half orcs, kill 2 overseers, and bust up the things that you find in the Delph. Alright, here's the last of the mining supplies on the East Delph, so that means we head over to the other Delph and see what's over there. Here we are at the West Delph. Hello! Oh, how nice that none of your friends there noticed that I was approaching. Oh, now they notice. Apparently, that guy is more important. Let's get rid of the wounds. We don't want to go around here with a bolt stuck in our side, right? And there you go. We won't go down there yet. Let us take care of any items that are around here. I suppose I could have gone down first, taken care of that, and then come back up, but I figure let's take upstairs then downstairs. That'll sort of be our order here, rather than my usual right-hand rule for such things. Hello? Now, is that the overseer right over there? No, that's just another miner. Maybe the overseer is downstairs? Well, I guess we'll find out in a moment. Howdy. Oh no, that's the overseer. Alright, well, I guess he was overseeing that one of his workers was being knocked out. How dare you defy Sharky's orders? Why do I care about Sharky's orders? Of course, there was my other series, the Complete Pine Leaf, where I just faced someone who took the name of Sharky. And that's where the game officially tells you who Sharky is. It wasn't the guy who was disguised as Sharky, of course, but he tells you who Sharky is after you catch him. So let's then head on down there. Howdy! I guess we'll just clear out all of these. How am I doing on deeds for these guys? Let's see. Actually, let's make sure I've got... Unfortunately, the elf jumps right in front of me whenever I try to get 56 of 200. Alright. So I need to kill a lot more mobs and missions in here. So I need to do a few more missions in Trestle Bridge instead of just doing the ones I haven't done yet. But of course, those would be off camera since I'm not going to do the same mission 50 times. At least not in an episode. There you go. There you go. Now let's take care of this cart. Good. So we've got 2 carts left. And supplies. Oh, three supplies. Well, now I guess it's 2 supplies. And further down into the delve. We delve further into the delve. We delve further into the delve, yes. There you go. 9 each, and it looks like the last of them are way down over there. Okay, good. I didn't miss anything. That's nice to hear. Oh, alright, let's take care of this guy first. He's probably going to see me anyway if I try to sneak up on that cart. Good. There's the mining cart. And the last of the items I need. Now I just have to report back to the entrance. I just remembered that the reward system is about to be released for legendary items, and I think our next episode is going to involve seeing what things I could earn in order to improve my item. And once we do that, I'll probably do some sort of instance, mission, skirmish, or whatever in order to see how anything I upgrade works. And that's what we'll be doing in our next episode of Piney Plays the Brawler.